We're here today with St. Joseph's College senior swimmers. I'll start in the back. Andrew Merlino, Alex Gilvey, Ali Crasco, Annie Fougere, and Brooke Huberto. Guys, senior meet today against UNE here on Monday, January 18th. Guys, talk about senior day, festivities, and your final home meet.
The energy was the best, absolutely. I haven't really felt that pumped up for a meet in a while, and it was nice to kind of get that feeling back and see it reflected in the pool and with the outcome for the team.
All our parents were there, and our families and our friends, so it was just great to have everybody there and cheering. Kind of sad though.
It was
Yeah.
kind of something.
Yeah.
It was nice to look forward to something because we've been back here for a week and a half with 2 practices each day. So it was nice to look forward to something.
I think everyone was really ready to race too, and not just be working on the pool stuff. So
Yeah.
I always like swimming at home, so I was pretty fired up.
And it was nice to see the effort that we've been putting in over the past 10 or 11 days pay off in the pool.
We calculated it out. We swam something like to Augusta
57 miles total.
ish,
Jeez.
over
Give or take.
100,000 yards the past 2 weeks.
give or take.
Oh my God. So, that's right. You guys are here. Nobody else is here. You're practicing. You're getting ready, and I mean, do you guys even know what day of the week it is right now? I mean, I don't.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
We lost track for a little
Monday.
bit there.
It feels like it's a Saturday because usually our meets
I
are on
thought it was like
Saturdays.
Thursday.
Right. Feels like a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about past practices, like, oh, I felt good that other day, and it was like, that was this morning. Was it really?
All days blend into one.
Everything
Yeah.
was blended together.
Yeah, definitely. So, guys, going against UNE today, what do you think of the efforts? I know that the women, suffered a loss, but that was the roster size is always a factor. Has been this year with 8 females. The guys posted a win over the club team. The girls go first. Talk about how you think you did individually.
Individually, I think we were all a little bit tired. We had some good races, but just double sessions just get us down sometimes. But as a team, I think we did pretty well. Our numbers are always going to affect us against bigger teams, but I think we did well overall.
Yeah, I think even in meets like this where the other team is triple our size, our team has the heart of a team twice the size of UNE. Everyone really puts in their full effort, even coming off of winter training. Everyone really put in as much as they possibly could, I think. But
I think we were definitely exhausted. It's a long
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
But,
you guys look tired right now.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You guys, I know you had a win over the club team. Guys, talk about that.
That was nice to finally get one of those. I mean, for the first semester, we had 3 guys in the pool for every meet. We were posting we almost beat Hassan.
Yeah,
It came down to the last race for a couple of our meets against them with 3 guys. And now that we do have that relay, got all our guys in the pool, that's a great feeling to have. And again, reflected in the water today.
it was good to be full staff finally. Finally got a relay in the water, even though we only had the one relay. We didn't have the 2 free, which will be nice to look forward to as well. That and I think Stephen Madison qualified for stuff, right? Yeah.
We now have all of the guys going
great.
in England.
So qualifications for Nestus is always good, and it's good to see them, in the water and swimming, and we're all going, and I was fired up, and I was in a little off events today. I was in the 2 free, which I don't usually swim, but I think I did okay. So.
And it was especially nice to see with that being their second meet in the water, and the first one being an exhibition one against Simmons.
That's right.
So
For the guys.
that bodes well for the rest of the season and for New England's.
Now let's talk about a little bit of a senior perspective for each of you guys. Let's talk about a memory, something that I'm not trying to get tears or anything, but if they flow, that's fine. We can have an Oprah moment. That's okay. Talk about a memory, and Brooke, I'm going to put you on the spot and have you go first. Like one of your best memories.
One of my best memories was New England's last year, I think. I swam the best 100 that I've ever swam. I think I went a 57 or something, and the team just grabbed me and squeezed me, and I was crying, and it was just one of those emotional moments, but it was really cool because I didn't think I could do it, but I did.
That's awesome.
I'd have to probably say this year's GNAC championship. with only the team being 8 girls and still coming away with second place, and everyone swimming outstanding, like the best times most people have ever swam. New England times that we usually swim at New England. It was just a crazy meet for everyone, and to have that happen with 8 girls and beating teams of 25, 30, that was an awesome feeling, and everyone. I don't know, it was just great.
Awesome.
That was probably one of my favorite moments.
Memories?
I'd have to say that's one of my favorites. But it's always exciting qualifying for New England's at a meet. In the past 2 years, I've had to qualify at the last dual meet of the season, and I have, so that's kind of one of my favorite memories.
Cool. Leo?
I mean, he's going to say the same thing, but the Elms meet.
The Elms meet.
The Elms meet last year. 6 on 11, and it comes down to the last relay, and my head's in a bucket, throwing up right before, and
Coach comes in.
Coach Hayes gives me the worst pep talk ever, and he says, even if you tie, we'll still win the meet. And I looked at him and I
No, he said, even if you lose, we'll still tie the meet.
yeah, even if we lose, we'll still tie for the
He
meet.
jumps up and
And
says,
I said-
I'm not doing that, just walks
There
right
were
out.
other words chosen,
Yeah,
and I
but
said,
that was great.
no, and then I walked out on the deck, and we ended up winning, but, so I took that from you, but,
Got some good photos from that too.
yeah, just me in the corner on the ground, dead. Personally, probably one of the most memorable would either be in practice when Stuart Emery, this was way back in freshman year, Stuart Emery looked at me after I did a 25 sprint for backstroke, and he said, Andrew, that wasn't terrible. And then I think I qualified the next meet, and the 100 backstroke sophomore year at NESDA's for finals, I placed 9th. So I won my heat, and I said my name over the loudspeaker, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Especially because I was new to the sport freshman year, and especially, sophomore year, I was like, I still have no idea what I'm doing. I'm learning stuff every day. But it was a good feeling to just, I'm here.
Now, Alex, I'm going to guess that your favorite memory doesn't involve Merlino, and a bucket.
Well, that was just the ending of that meet was one of the best that I've ever swum in high school, club, or college. Just that it came down to it. We stepped up and came away with a win to a team that was almost twice our size.
It was a big turning point for it. I mean,
Yeah,
like we
it
beat
was
Husson the
great.
week before, but it was, we only had 6 guys, and
we had been feeling kind of down about how many people we had on the team and how competitive we would be able to be with the other teams in the conference, and pulling that off was real confidence booster for that. Personally, not a single one, but starting with freshman year GNAX, always the conference meet always has a certain energy to it, and starting with my freshman year, it's something you can feel. You can hear it in the buzz of the crowd, you can hear it in the swimmers, you can see it in how amped up everyone is about that. And even with freshman year, I won the 100, the 200 back. Even bringing that forward, you get there and this is the GNAC. And even just that, you can feel yourself getting fired up for all of your races.
That's cool.
It's definitely a totally different field than NESDA's too.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to get fired up at NESDA's, but you're swimming against people that you're more.
You see
your
them during the
times are
season,
closer,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it makes it more fun, I
And it
think.
means more to you.
And it means
you're
more.
Not, you're not
And
just
some
doing
of them, like
a
I know,
sheet of paper.
I know people from other teams now. It's like, all right, I'm swimming against you now again.
Right. So now the clock is counting down towards NESDA's, and there's, there's tapering and all those kinds of things. Now you guys have worked your tail off during this period. What's next for practice plans and things like that? How does this work for people that don't know how it works for swimmers and
Keep going.
what tapering is?
Well, for the next couple weeks, we're just going to keep firing out the practices and working hard, and then I think it's 2 or 3 weeks before New England's, right? We taper down, and we start to lessen the yardage and do different types of practices,
Yeah, we
which
might.
helps us rest more for the championships.
We won't work on our endurance as much because at this point the endurance is there. We will be going from doubles down to singles again with the semester starting back up. It'll be more reaction, fine-tuning technique, working on some of the mechanics that we wouldn't be able to usually work on, relay starts, finishes, and kind of tuning those up for
More fast-paced,
Right.
short, fast stuff.
Yeah.
getting that explosiveness.
We'll finish on a fun one. You guys all saw the back of the senior day program.
Yes.
Loved it.
Who's changed the most?
Yeah.
Andrew?
Kate,
Amy, you
junior-
changed a
junior
lot.
Kate,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't think I did.
You looked like a baby freshman year.
Oh my god!
I look no different at all.
You just get more and more shoulders.
Yeah, my neck slowly disappears.
Everything's
We all definitely changed.
There's definitely changes,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, Merlino, I think, tried every year to do something different to his
Hair.
photos.
I was thinking I was just gonna get more and more of a beard. Like, I mean, if you look up the photo, it goes freshman year, you know, clean shaven and somewhat goofy hair, and then sophomore year was, you know, buzzed down and a little bit of scruff, and then junior year everywhere. And then this year I'm actually cleaned up and I look presentable.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Always
All right, guys. Well, good. I know you want to get back to your parents and stuff and everything that's going on, but thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats on another successful senior day, and good luck in NESDAs and the meets coming up.
Thank you.
Thanks.